Number 1, 2, switch. 1, 2, switch. Phase 4's kicking technique is the turning kick, said because you have to be turning and rotating your body. So if I put Holly in her stance, remembering our numbered system, number 1 is the front leg, number 2 is the back leg. Regardless of the stance she's in, you don't have to worry about left or right. So if I was to switch her over, number 1 is front leg, number 2 is back leg. Change again. Number 1 front leg, number 2 back leg. So let's get Holly to face me and we'll work on the chamber of that kick. Now the chamber of the kick is kind of tilted and turned. So you'll notice the real important thing when Holly's kicking off that front leg, she'll be rotating on her toes, on the ball of her feet here. So I'm going to help her out and give her a little bit of balance here. Let's rotate and pick up that leg. Good. So now she's turned in this position. The knee will kind of point at the target. So if the target is my body, her knee's pointing at me, and she unfolds her foot, flicks that out, and she gets it back again. She'll rechamber and put it on the floor. Now for a lot of the time, when you're hitting a body, now we're looking at the instep, where our shoelaces would go. If we're hitting something a lot harder, then we would use the ball of our foot. But mostly in our grading, especially in the beginner sections, instep, where your shoelaces are. So let's work on that off the back leg a little bit. So if I switch Holly's position, when she works off that back leg, she'll be rotated. Have a look specifically on this front foot. That her toes start pointing at me, and you'll probably see at the end of that kick, her toes pointing in the complete opposite direction. So she rotates her body all the way through, hold that position, her knee points at me, those toes are facing the other direction, unfolds that foot, recoils, that's the rechamber, hip, knee, foot, same height and back to where it came from. So the number 1 kick, back comfortable position. Now we've got to have control over the number 2 kick so you don't kind of just throw it and land off balance. Point your knee, flick the foot and back into that stance. So she'll hit it and it goes exactly back where it came from. So again, facing back to you, number 1 kick. Good. And have a look at the rotation of Holly's front foot when she kicks with that back leg. So the key is really this front foot starts facing you, and when she peaks that kick, you'll see the right leg will kick, but the left toes are pointing behind her. Let's go number 2 kick. Good. Back again. So she really gets a good hip turn on that, and it's helped by her being on the balls of her foot and not damaging her knees. If you keep your feet flat to the floor and you start to turn, your knees are taking a lot of abuse here. Your body's turning and your knee's not turning with it. So be nice and light on the balls of your feet. So when you rotate, one more time that same kick, when you rotate, good. Your whole body will turn and your knee will turn with your body. So let's recoil back to that. So number 1 kick is from your front leg. It's a lift out and flick. But the chamber and the rechamber are important. Number 2, back leg, back where it came from. If I switch Holly's stance, again, new number 1 leg. Number 1 is the front leg. She'll lift, point that knee at the target and flick it. Number 1 kick, and number 2 has the rotation and back again. So a little bit faster, 1 and 2, and switch. And she's back to that comfortable, orthodox stance where everything should be able to come from.